thought I'd make this video to show the alternate way that I found to get that beam to work a bit better than what it has been. It's not perfect, but I've seen a lot of videos online of using different focals, reflecting film, things like that. But I think I came up with something a little bit different. Let me show you. Just bear with me while I unscrew this. So what I've got is my quad Cree with amber, messily put in there. So that works. That looks awesome. And that's the Sentinel sound effect, which I reckon it's a little bit too much for this style. I think maybe the traditional one might be better. So what I've done, I've got these brass plumbing fittings which threads directly into there, locks in quite strong, and that marries up to that there. So this is a 7/8 inch, however you call that. I'm used to working in millimeters, but I've had to machine that out about 1 mil around the whole diameter. And what that meant was, when I pushed that in there, it actually makes a very snug fit. So what I was able to fit in there, and it just so happens to fit quite nicely, is a lens that you get from the tail light of a car. It comes like this. So I bought a bunch of these off eBay, really cheap. They're like $2 each or something like that. I broke off that bit and pulled out the LEDs and glued that back in, and that lens seems to be ideal as a focus beam for the LEDs that are in here. So what I do is I slide that in there loose enough so that I can get it about the right distance, because the distance from the emitter is pretty important to get that right focus. This is just a guess at the moment, but around about here seems to be right. So what happens is, when I actually jam that back into here and I do it hard enough, it seems to squash it, grip it a bit, and that lens sort of stays in place at the right length. And I also do have the clear film in there, but I think it's only wrapped around maybe 2 or 3 times. I've got it screwed back in there now, and jammed up pretty nice and strong. I wouldn't jewel with this, only because the brass in its nature is quite soft, and I would hate to see this get all bent up, but I think it is strong enough. So it's a bit hot right there, but in a way I don't mind that. There you go, that's what I did. It's an ongoing experiment. The idea I'm going to do next is maybe more film, and the other thing I have is a solid piece of polycarbonate, which is really heavy and really strong, and I don't think that's going to go very far, but it's all fun.